This week's question is, why did God let Satan enter his presence in the book of Job? Now, I just want to commend the person who asked this question because I'm amazed that you've read the book of Job. Many adults, maybe even your parents, have never read it. Now, to be honest, the Bible doesn't tell us why. It just simply says in chapter 1 that the sons of God, that is, angelic beings, came before the Lord. That obviously was Satan, but it could also have included good angels and bad angels, what we call demons. And this tells us something about God. He isn't afraid of anything or anyone. And it reminds us that all things and all individuals and all creatures are under God's authority, including Satan. Now, Satan, translated from the Hebrew, means accuser. And in fact, when you go further in the story, you see that Satan asks permission from God to tempt Job, to accuse him of wrongdoing. And so God allows Satan to take away everything that Job owns, including his own children. And so he's suffering. And his friends come along, we read in the book, and try to help him, but they come to the same conclusion that Job probably is being tortured because, like Satan believes, Job is suffering from some secret sin. But note that sin is not the issue for his suffering. God allows Satan to inflict pain on Job, but he also puts limits. What does that mean for you and me today? Well, Satan is the prince of this world, the Bible says, and God for now has allowed him to be. And that means he will tempt us, including Christians. But know that God, the ultimate sovereign, limits Satan on what he can do. And so the essential message of the book of Job is that when bad things happen to us, we want to blame the devil, or others might say we have some sort of secret sin in our life that God is judging us for. But ultimately, what we find out in Job is that God is in control, and he will allow us to suffer, not to hurt us, but ultimately to help us trust in him alone when there's no one else or no thing to turn to. Job learned this lesson, and God blessed him for his faithfulness. And that is the lesson for each one of us. No matter how bad our lives are, it could be our own fault, it could be Satan trying to harass us, or it could be simply that God is making us to learn to depend on him alone. Remember that next time that something really terrible happens to you. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.